Hey guys, I'm going to be doing something a little bit more different today, and I'm going to be turning this not very good ecosphere because it failed due to the type of thing this is. I think all the air leaked out of it, but it just created a vacuum, so we'll see how that sounds, because if what I think happened is true, then I'll hear a hiss into something at least somewhat similar to this one here, because I want to have another ecosphere, another terrarium, and I just made this one today. You'll notice there's a little bit of like air and shit on it, or not air, water, and I did seal this up with some hot glue on the top, so I don't actually know if this seal is good, because it looks like that's bent at the top, so we'll see how that works out in the future, if any water or anything leaks out. Now, I may or may not have messed this up, because I didn't put a false bottom. Now, I did put rock in there, which the rock over here in Florida basically is coral, so it's gonna have a better chance of getting have a better chance of filtering, but I don't know how it's gonna actually be. Don't mind all the shit that's in the background, but yeah, so I'm gonna have to take all this stuff out, all these rocks, since these are like little cheapy rocks. I'm just gonna throw them out or keep them for another tank. I'm not sure if I actually want to keep this shit though, so you know, I'm gonna get some coal or whatever the hell out of my fireplace, and we're gonna see if I can get a false bottom going on here, and yeah, and then I'll get back with you guys after I put in some rocks I find outside and some coal, and I'm gonna probably get a plastic bag and punch some holes in it and put it in there to make a false bottom. That's what yeah. So this is as far as I've gotten today. It is extremely late out, actually. Let me check right now. It is almost 9, so I guess not extremely late out, but it's dark, and it was odd just doing this outside. So this one here is gonna go on my window. Well, not on my window, on my like little. I have like a sliding glass door. It's gonna go there, and this one here is gonna be for after I get back from my 3rd day of high school. Yeah, so yeah, I gotta put dirt on top of this, and then I'm gonna stack it up a little bit. Hope it looks better than this one, but this is like my 2nd time ever doing one of these, and this might not even turn out successful. Hi guys, so I got some of that stuff. You can see one of these millipedes right now. He's crawling through this stuff. There's a lot of them in there, so don't feel lonely for him. Majority of them are kind of small, but I feel like I think I just saw one move right there. I feel as if they'll be fine, life-wise. I'm gonna get some of these rocks in there. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with a rocky cliff. Oh look, there's a tiny little thing in there. I don't know what that actually is, but I think I'm gonna go with a rocky cliff type-esque vibe. Oh look, one right there. I didn't even notice him either. Rocky cliff, so I might put something like the rock right over here glaring off onto some boulders going through the middle, and then I put some moss surrounding it, and even some moss maybe on the boulder. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough for the whole thing, but I saw this one here on the floor, and I was like, oh, I got a worm on it. I didn't even notice that. Flatworm. Look at that guy. Who would have guessed? Well, looks like I got another thing for my terrarium. I was actually planning on putting this side facing outwards, but I'll probably figure out some way to go like that. Damn, well that's interesting. I didn't expect for that. I guess I'll do a time lapse of me putting this thing together. I hope that worm doesn't escape. So I realized I was just taking a whole bunch of photos, and I didn't like that. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm actually just gonna get this video and speed it up. So see how that works. But I've already gotten in a good amount. So let's see. this is the final product, guys. Well, mostly. I'm probably going to do a few little things. I might add a twig, or I might just leave it at this. I think I got the rocky boulder aesthetic pretty good. Maybe asking, where is this going to go? Oh, I just found something wrong, but maybe asking, where is this going to go? This is going to be going in, well, not in anything, actually. This is just going to be going at the bottom of my door, in the same spot as my little mini one is at right now, actually. So, not very much sun. I am sort of worried about these guys, but since it's inside of a house, it's pretty much always at 73 to 78 degrees all day, with the exception that's going to be in the light. So that could change it up a little bit, could not change it up a little bit. I don't know what's going to happen. But you probably just saw like 20 minutes of me placing down moss and a few rocks and stuff. This guy here is probably gonna crawl in under there, or crawl under here, and enjoy his life, because he's the only one that seems to really be wanting to move around. Let's see. I'm gonna try to get a good view right there for you guys. Let's see if we could find any more. I'm gonna close it up now. Not the permanent close, but close it up for now, and check it out. See if we could spot any of these little guys crawling around. See if I could spot any, because if I could spot any, then I'll be able to spot some for you. Look, one right in there, actually, just chilling on a piece of leaf litter that I did actually put in there. So I found some leaves. A very tiny little guy right there. Like I said, most of them are about that size that I was scooping up. I could probably put one there, but that's a nice little exit for them. Let's see. I don't see any more. Definitely gonna put some water in here slowly. I might get a little squirt thing to put it in certain areas more than others. That way the water can soak down without ruining all the time I spent on this, and without ruining any of these beautiful plants, because look at that. Beep beep. And you may be wondering what this tool is. It's like a little nail spudger. I don't really know. I got this out of a free nail thing I got from a place, and yeah, that pretty much explains it. For the first day or 2 days, I'm probably not going to have this fully sealed at all times, just for the fact that these guys here aren't going to be able to actually breathe, because these plants are probably going to go through a shock phase, and that won't be the best for them. So yeah. And also the seal isn't really the best either. It doesn't really hold in too much moisture. It will hold in enough to keep all the plants and the animals alive, but yeah. So let's talk a little bit about why I decided to do this. And yeah, so I basically decided to do this little terrarium type thing because I've tried to make ecospheres and I've never had any luck. And I've actually tried 3 times inside of this exact little case right here, this one, not the small one, that have failed. So I completely redid this. I took it all open, I opened it up, whatever, and now I have this. After doing all that work, getting the coal and the chars and whatever the fuck. So this moss here is not going to turn out like that, just to say. It isn't. This has never looked like that in the history I've ever known of this moss growing in my backyard. It turns darker, like almost probably 2 shades darker than this stuff right here, and does not grow that high. It grows like that. This stuff will grow all up and on here. So yeah, same plants probably, same everything for the most part. The same dirt, because I got these out of the same spot, just different moss, obviously, as you can tell. That's about it, honestly. Same rocks from the same place at least. And yeah, so don't look at the heritage glass shit. So that's that one. It's definitely turned a little bit more green since yesterday. A little bit more water, a little bit more everything. And then here's this one. I'll give you guys a little spin of it. Don't mind all them crunchy sounds. Yeah, so good ecos. I mean, good terrarium, I hope. For real, this is the final thing now. I put water, so it looks a little bit, you know, Whatever, there's a little bit of water at the bottom, not too much. I'm sure once it starts to evaporate, that'll all get absorbed into here since this isn't really soaked with water, but whatever. That charcoal purifier thing should help, or coal or whatever the hell should help. It looks much better in my opinion now. I like this really clean area here. It has the water, not on it, but in it, and it looks like a very beautiful view right there. So yeah, this is quite possibly the best terrarium ever. No, it is the best terrarium I've ever made. So yeah.